Civil Engineering Objective Type Questions Part 1. 1. The performance of a specific task in CPM is known as A. Dummy. B. Event. C. Activity. D. Constant. 2. The final technical authority of a project is A. Assistant Engineer. B. Executive Engineer. C. Superintending Engineer. D. Chief Engineer. 3. Time and progress chart of a construction is also known as A. Bar chart. B. Gantt chart. C. Modified milestone chart. D. Any of the above. An Invar tape is made of an alloy of A. Copper and steel. B. Brass and nickel. C. Brass and steel. D. Nickel and steel. The drop manholes are generally provided in sewers for A. Industrial areas. B. Large townships. C. Hilly townships. D. Cities in plains. 6. The first stage of natural process of sludge digestion is A. Acid fermentation. B. Acid regression. C. Alkaline fermentation. 7. Trickling filters are used to remove D. None of these. A. Suspended solids. B. Colloidal solids. C. Organic matter. D. Pathogenic bacteria. The danger for workers descending into a deep sewer is due to A. Deficiency of oxygen. B. Toxic gases. C. Inflammable gases. D. Any of these. What is the detention time for the domestic septic tank? A. 12 hours. B. 24 hours. C. 28 hours. 10. Oxygen sag curve relates to D. 2 hours. A. Aeration. B. Deoxygenation. C. Reparation and deoxygenation. D. None of these. 11. The detention period for plain sedimentation tank is usually A. 4 to 8 hours. B. 8 to 12 hours. C. 16 to 24 hours. D. 24 to 36 hours. 12. Maximum permissible color for domestic supplies based on cobalt scale is A. 5 ppm. B. 20 ppm. C. 10 ppm. D. 25 ppm. 13. 1 degree of hardness of water means a content of salts of A. 10.25 mg/liter. B. 12.25 mg/liter. C. 14.25 mg/liter. D. 16.25 mg/liter. 14. The fluoride limitation for drinking water is A. 1.50 mg/liter. B. 15.0 mg/liter. C. 20.0 mg/liter. D. 16.25 mg/liter. 15. Rate of filtration in slow sand filter is A. 100 lit/m2/hour. B. 100 lit/m2/minute. C. 100 lit/m2/day. 16 low turbidity of water is detected by d. 5000 lit/m2/hour. A. Turbidity tube. B. Jackson turbidimeter. C. Baylis turbidimeter. D. Halapi turbidimeter. 17 Iron and manganese can be removed from water by A. Aeration of water. B. Dechlorination of water. C. Boiling of water. D. Filtration of water. 18 What is the pH value for neutral water? A. 1. B. 7. C. 10. D. 14. 19 The normal average annual rainfall over the whole of India is estimated as A. 88 centimeters. B. 119 centimeters. C. 217 centimeters. D. 290 cm. 20 Chose the non-rigid dam in the following. A. Coffer Dam. B. Rockville Dam. C. Arch Dam. D. Buttress Dam. 21 The most efficient channel section is A. Semicircular. B. Rectangular. C. Rectangular. C. Triangular. D. Half hexagon in the form of trapezoid. An earthen embankment built on each side of a river, some distance away from its banks, to control flood is called A. Dike. B. Earthen dam. C. Groin. D. Spur. The best instrument for measuring the velocity of a stream flow is A. Pitot tube. B. Price's current meter. C. Surface float. D. Subsurface float. 24 Mat is a shallow foundation supporting A. Only one column. B. Number of columns in one row. C. Number of columns in more than one row. D. Piles. 25 The maximum differential settlement in case of foundation on clayey soils is restricted to A. 10 mm. B. 20 mm. C. 30 millimeters. Share and subscribe to Commission Corner for more of such content.